Nia had always been driven to succeed in the medical field. As a teenager, she dreamed of becoming a doctor. But family finances made medical school an impossible dream. That initial disappointment turned to self-loathing when she pursued nursing instead, feeling as though she had somehow failed herself. But by 20, something had shifted. Nursing wasn't a consolation prize, it was her calling. Now, at 27, Nia stood proud of the life she had built. Her own home, a reliable car, international travel experiences, and financial security that many could only dream of. Her work as a private nurse for wealthy families earned her 6 figures, a remarkable achievement in her country. She had the rare satisfaction of both loving her career and being well compensated for it. Then came Rob. At 28, he was a rising star in cardiology, soon to become a full-fledged heart surgeon. Their paths crossed during his hospital rotations, and it was Rob who pursued her, captivated by her confidence and warmth. Their connection was immediate and deep, a rare thing that neither took for granted. Before long, they were engaged, their future together seemingly bright and certain. But beneath the surface of their happiness lurked a shadow, Rob's mother. From the beginning, there had been subtle jabs, those small cuts that individually might heal but collectively left scars. Comments about Nia's profession, delivered with a smile but laced with condescension. Rob had always defended her, but never strongly enough to truly silence his mother's veiled contempt. The breaking point came during a family dinner at Rob's parents' home. Surrounded by his extended family, Nia sat uncomfortably as Rob's mother and aunts began their usual routine. A heart surgeon like Rob could have any female doctor as his wife, his mother said with a laugh that didn't reach her eyes. The aunts tittered in agreement, their gazes sliding over to Nia with barely disguised pity. Rob's face flushed with anger. Nia is perfectly independent, he countered, his voice tight. She makes enough to support an entire family on her own. But rather than backing down, his mother continued, the pretense of joking slipping further away with each word. Years of accumulated hurt and disrespect boiled over inside Nia. The room seemed to grow smaller, the air thicker. She could feel her pulse pounding in her temples as something inside her finally snapped. At least I have skills and independence, Nia said, her voice cutting through the dinner table chatter like a scalpel. Unlike all of you gold-digging housewives with no life skills outside of raising kids, you all live off your husband's money because you have nothing of your own to contribute. The room fell deadly silent. Then, as if on cue, tears began to flow. Rob's mother gasped. His aunts began shouting, their faces contorted with shock and outrage. Apologize, Rob whispered urgently, his eyes pleading. Please, Nia. In that moment, looking at the man she loved asking her to diminish herself to preserve peace with people who would never respect her, something fundamental shifted in Nia's heart. No, she said clearly, removing her engagement ring and placing it on the table with a soft but final click. I will not sell my self-respect for your family. I'd rather marry a normal man than a surgeon whose family will never see my worth. It's over. She walked out, head held high, despite the tears threatening to spill over. Behind her, she could hear Rob calling her name, but she didn't look back. In the days that followed, Rob called and texted constantly, begging for another chance. Nia's parents urged reconciliation, pointing out what a good catch Rob was, as if she were fishing for status rather than building a life partnership. But money isn't everything, she told her reflection in the mirror each morning, though her heart ached with missing him. Social status isn't everything. I refuse to be looked down upon for the rest of my life. She knew she couldn't ask Rob to cut off his parents, nor would he likely do so if asked. The reality had become painfully clear. Marrying Rob meant living next door to his family after the wedding, enduring a lifetime of subtle degradation disguised as jokes, watching her husband caught forever in the middle, trying to placate both sides. He will never cut them off, she whispered to herself. Nor would I force anyone to make such a choice. It's better to end things now. And yet, as she made her decision, the pain was almost unbearable. The future she had imagined, the life with the man she loved, dissolved before her eyes. Sometimes being strong meant walking away from something good that would slowly destroy you. Sometimes loving yourself meant saying goodbye to someone you loved dearly. What would you have done in Nia's position? Was she right to stand up for herself, even at the cost of her relationship? Or should she have found another way to navigate the complicated dynamics with Rob's family? Share your thoughts and feelings about Nia's choice in the comments below.